YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be trying some new products. We're going to get straight into it. I'm a little sick, so please bear with me. I went ahead and did my skin prep off camera, so the first thing I'm going to go in with is this e.l.f. primer. It's like a hydro kit dupe. This is the one I use all the time, and I'm going to put a generous amount on my T-zone and then the rest of my face as well.
Every second, every minute, man, I swear that she can get it. Saying you a bad bitch, put your hands up high, hands up high, hands up high. Tell them turn the lights down right now, put me in the mood. I'm talking about dark.
Alright, so let's get into these eyebrows. The first thing I'm going to do is take my spoolie and brush out those hairs so that it is all even, and it helps me fill in my eyebrows a lot easier.
I recognize your fragrance. Hold up, you ain't never gotta say shit. And I know your taste is a little bit.
So this is not a new product for me. This is the Anastasia eyebrow pencil. I've used it before and I really like it because it's a thinner brow pencil. What I'm doing right now is just filling out that end of my eyebrow, like outlining it as well as creating that tail. I prefer for my eyebrows not to look so dark. I like them to look natural but still filled in, so I try to go as light as possible without overdoing it. You're gonna take the end of that spoolie and just brush it out so that it looks more natural and that it blends in together, because we do not want harsh lines for our eyebrows. And it doesn't have to be perfect, because then we're going to go in with some concealer to fix it up. This is something that I usually don't use. This is the Benefit Brow Gel, and I'm just putting it over there just to make sure that my eyebrows are staying in place. Next, I'm going in with the Too Faced Concealer in the shade Honey. And I'm just going to outline my eyebrow right underneath. I don't like to use too much product, but I like to use enough just to cover it up. And then I'm going to just drag the rest down on my eyelid as well. Try to be really careful with this, not to get it in your brow hairs, because then it can mess up the cleanliness of the eyebrow. Do the same thing to the other side. Now here's where you can clean up your eyebrows and you can make them look like sisters. Now, they do not have to look like twins, but they gotta look like sisters. So go ahead and just clean up whatever product you have left and drag it down on the eyelid. I like to go in with a fluffy brush just to blend it out, because I feel like it blends the best when you have a fluffier brush, as well as being able to drag that product wherever you want it.
I really want to know you off. I really want to show you off. Fuck God, pour up plenty of champagne. Cold nights when you curse this name. You called up your girlfriends and your girl in that little bitty range. I heard that she wanna go and party. She wanna go and party. Nigga don't approach her with that Atari.
Gonna do the same thing on the other side, and I'm using those light tapping motions just to make sure that that product is really getting blended in.
Sorry, they say conversation. Nation, I can tell, but I could never right my wrongs unless I write it down for real. P.S. You can get it, you can get it, you can get it, you can get it. I know you what you want.
So today we are trying the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter, and this foundation gave me the hardest time to try to open. Like, I was struggling for no reason. It should not be this hard just to open up some foundation. After struggling for like 20 minutes, I finally got it open and I messed up. So as you can see, this foundation is too dark for me. I got a shade 7 when I definitely should have got 6. But we're going to keep going. And you know, when I was in the store, I was really contemplating if this shade was too dark or if I should go with the other one. The other one just kind of looked too light. But yep, this is the one I got. So we're going to work with it and we're going to continue to slap that on my face. but look at that. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and blend this in, and I like to start off in my cheek area first and then just kind of move around the face as I go. The brush I'm using is a Real Techniques brush. It's one of my favorites. I love Real Techniques. I pretty much use them and Morphe the most. And I'm just going around in circular motions as well as patting it in. It doesn't really matter which way you do it because this is skin tint. You don't have to be so technical with putting it on. You can either tap it in or circular motions, whatever your preference is. Y'all, random side note, I hate getting sick. I get sick so often, and then I sound like this when it's time to do a voice recording, and yeah. The grind don't stop, so in sickness or in health, I will get these videos to y'all. That's just how much I love you guys. Y'all cannot tell me this is not giving raccoon. My eyes look so much lighter than my face. It's scary. I'm using that same concealer that I use for my eyebrows under my lids, and I like to just drag it out as well as follow along the line of my nose. Because my foundation is so dark, I'm going to use a little more concealer than I usually do. Now I'm taking that same fluffy brush I used on my lids to blend out this concealer, and as you can see, I used a little bit on my forehead and my nose and my chin. So I'm just gonna keep blending that out until it looks good.
I'm talking about dark go.
I recognize your phrase.
This is honestly my favorite part. I love blending in the concealer to the foundation. And I'm just yapping away to my roommate. Like, I don't stop talking, do I? Now, this is not sped up because I want to show you guys real time of how I blend out my concealer and just how long it takes and the process of working slow and making sure that you have everything blended.
Hold up, you ain't never gotta say shit, and I know your taste is a little bit high maintenance. Everybody else basic, you live life on an everyday basis with poetic justice. Poetic justice. If I told you that a flower bloomed in a dark room, would you trust it? I mean, I write poems in these songs dedicated to you.
Y'all, look how good that looks. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take whatever's left on my foundation brush and just blend out the edges of my concealer. Next, I'm going in with my blush from Milk. I forgot the name of the shade, honestly, but I like to put a generous amount just on top of my cheeks, and then I'll go ahead and blend it in with another fluffy brush.
I really want to show you off. Fuck that, pour up plenty of champagne. Cold nights when you curse this name. You called up your girlfriends and your girl in that little bitty range. I heard that she wanna go and party. She wanna go and party. Nigga don't approach her with that Atari. Nigga that ain't good game home is sorry. They say conversation rule a nation. I can tell, but I could never right my wrongs unless I write it down for real. P.S.
Here I'm using the Laura Mercier setting powder in the shade Translucent Honey, and I'm just placing it under my under eye. I like to use a light layer first, and then if I need to, I'll go in with some more, and I'll do the same on the other side. Always remember to set everywhere you had concealer. because you don't want it to move. So make sure you put that setting powder everywhere you put concealer at. Now it's time to use some bronzer. I'm using the Benefit bronzer, and I'm kind of just like going right on top of that blush so that they blend in together nicely. After my bronzer, I like to go in and use my powder blush just to set it in, because anytime you use a cream, you have to put a powder on top of it. So I'm going in here. I feel like I kind of used a little bit too much, but it's okay. We're going to fix it.
Put your hands up high, hands up high, hands up high.
Yeah, because I look like a clown. This is crazy. Jump scare. And what you see me doing here, I'm just using some more of that setting powder to put right where that foundation is, because once again, wherever you put a cream, you put powder.
Right now, put me in the mood. I'm talking about dark perfume. Go.
I recognize your fragrance. Hold up, you ain't never gotta say shit. And I know your taste is a little bit.
This is another one of my favorite bronzers. It's the Juvia's Place bronzer palette. I like to use this to contour my nose. I don't use too much, but just enough to give some definition. Once again, sorry for how horrible I sound right now. I'm fighting with this cold tooth and nail, and it got hands, but I'm gonna get these videos out to y'all, I promise.
Everybody else basic, you live life on an everyday basis with poetic justice, poetic justice. If I told you that a flower bloomed in a dark room, would you trust it? I mean, I write poems in these songs dedicated to you, and you're in the mood for empathy. Is blood in my pen? Better yet, with your friends and them. I really want to know you.
Now I'm just sealing everything off with that Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. I love this setting spray. As you can see, I did my lashes off camera. Now I'm going to go in with the One Size setting spray. This is another one of my favorites. I like to use both of them at the same time because I feel like they just seal it off so good. Okay, now who I'm feeling like, because the makeup looks good. Now it's time to get into the lip liner. I like to use the ColourPop brown lip liner. I'm not sure which shade it is. I can put it in the link below. But I feel like this one matches my skin tone very well, because some brown lip liners can be very dark on me, and this one is just perfect.
I really want to show you off. Fuck that. Pour up plenty of champagne. Cold nights when you curse this name. You called up your girlfriends and your girl in that little bitty range. I heard that she want to go and party.
Today, on top of the brown lip liner, we'll be using the e.l.f. lip oils. I love these so much. This color went perfectly.
Run, don't walk. Get these before they sell out in every shade, because Jam Session is already sold out. So run, don't walk. Get it.
6.5 hours later.
So this is the final look, and it's been a long day because it is, I believe, 10 o'clock right now. And I did my makeup at like 1 or 2 o'clock. So
Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.